come with me to take my kids to the pumpkin patch for the very first time. We decided to take our kids out to Rock Creek Farm Pumpkin Patch. Their admission is actually free on Wednesdays. So we decided to go on Wednesday because we weren't sure if they were going to like it or not. And they ended up really enjoying themselves. If you go there on a weekday, the admission is between $10 and $12, depending on when you go and what all you want to do. Upon first entering into the pumpkin patch, there is a hay bale maze, which was super easy, but my husband, he kind of had an advantage because he's really tall and he could see over the bales to know exactly where to go. So we made it in and out of there in about literally 15 seconds. But off to the left over there was a field and it had plenty of animals over there. And my daughter was really excited because she loves any sorts of animals and any sort of babies. So if they're baby animals, they're human babies, she doesn't care. As long as there's babies, animals, she's all for it. So the first animal that we saw were these sheep, and they were so adorable. And they had signs up that said don't pet them, but there were people petting them. But we chose not to, just to be on the safe side. And then we went over to go see the turkeys. There was a really huge male turkey. He looked pretty mean, but he was actually really nice. And Anaya, she didn't really care at all about the turkeys, the animals, or anything. She was just happy to be alive. Then we went over to see the little piggies, and they were so precious. They were so cute. They had a ton of little pigs, and my daughter, she really loved them. Then we went over to go see the goats, but all of the goats were pretty much like the spots around the gate were taken. So we decided to go and see the cows, and these cows were so beautiful. I actually touched one of them because I've never touched a cow before, so I broke our little rule and I actually touched one. But they were so precious, and Anaya and Avaya both really enjoyed the cows. They were really sweet and friendly, and they were just drinking out of their little water bowl. Then they also had a ton of farm equipment that you could get on, and you could see exactly what it does. They had like the names of like the different equipment and everything on there, and you could touch it and, you know, just get the overall experience of what it's like to use farm equipment. And they had this little like race in the middle. I think it was called the roly-poly, where you get inside of those little black things and you just push them around in a circle and see who could get there the fastest. They also had bouncy houses, but the line for the bouncy houses was never ending, so we never ended up getting into one. We decided to play hack and sack instead. I think that's what this is called. I told my husband that I was going to get it in there on the first try, and I actually did, so that was pretty cool. Then we decided that we were going to play this little basketball game. It was super fun. Avaya wouldn't let go of her ball. She wouldn't shoot it, so she was just having fun just holding the ball. But I made my shot, and Ramon made one as well. Babe, he was holding the camera, so he didn't get a chance to. Then when we were leaving out, there was like a little concession stand that sold a ton of different pumpkins and gourds and squash and all sorts of things. My son said that he thought that this gourd looked like a duck, and it really kind of does actually. But yeah, they had white pumpkins, they had little small miniature pumpkins, they had really large pumpkins that have the warts on them. I know people tend to really love those, but it was just an overall great experience. They had honey for sale. They also had face painting that you could do. It was really busy, so we didn't get to do everything out there, but we will definitely be going back before the season is over.